front of their homestanding fans today. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kansas State Wildcats. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a can.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and you've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the run.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Johnson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Pulls it in. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of a spot.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's going for the big play. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. The 50. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Throwing right. It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his production.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Arizona certainly had moments of success during his time in the Pac-12, but it feels as if this is an opportunity for them to elevate as they join the Big 12.
Yeah, and I look at Arizona, I look at a team that, like, you've had some moments and some flashes, and you want some more consistency, and you wonder, joining the Big 12 now, will they create some rivalries within this conference? Will they start to maximize some of that potential that they have? The Wildcats do it in basketball. Can they do it, Jesse, on the football field?
Yeah, sometimes you just need a new environment. Maybe the Big 12 provides it for them. I remember you and I calling Arizona games and always feeling like, you know, it's an air raid, up-tempo spread offense. Felt like a lot we were watching an offense from the Big 12. So I think stylistically they fit in well to this conference. Question is, can they get it done week in?
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Jackson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Giddens. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Giddens. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wide open downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense. And
he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He finds his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And we wondered all week how this one was going to play out. And through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Let's play that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Got the first down and more. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wildcats! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Wildcats in the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly complete. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They move the tight end all over. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Kansas State, 28, Arizona, 13.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows.
He's off to the races. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Tried to freeze him with a fake spike. And stampeding through the defense. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Catch in the middle. It's Conley. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Arizona right back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They're going to throw it again. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On first and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? A run for the quarterback. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous